Wait just a second, sir. We're back! Holy crap. The stream freaking ended, dude. What? Okay. I thought I could share my screen and we could watch this all together. Apparently, we can't. Okay. So, we're just gonna do this awkward thing where I'm gonna look off screen and then I'm gonna react. God freaking dang it, dude. Oh, my preset. My thumbnail! I made a thumbnail for this, dude. Oh, it's all over. It's all over. Why is it doing this? Okay. But at least on the stream, they're currently a standby. So at least it's. Am I live on two things? I don't really know what's going on. Uh oh. What have I done? I have the stream on my phone. Crap. I think I think I've started two streams. Yeah, I started two streams. Wait, why is there four streams? What is going on? What is going on? What have I done? Um, I'm just gonna delete one of them and hope that's good. And then delete this one. Am I fine? I think I'm fine. What the frick is going on? I did not expect for this to be a two-parter. But here we are. Come on, we're waiting. What the frick? This feels a bit awkward just having you guys like watch me react. So what if I just pull it up on my phone? We're waiting. Where is this guy? Holds a press conference. He's not even here. What's the deal? Half of this video is gonna be us waiting for the schmuck. Give us Bud. Give us Bud. Give us Bud. Why are the escalators on? Who is using the escalators, dude? So I'm gonna be frank here. Frank. Um, is this all media people? Or is this just like some random townsfolk? that were like, I want to see our head coach. Did they buy tickets to this? Or are they all like media people? Who are these people, dude? I mean, what the freak? Part of me kind of thinks they should be like dressed formally, but it's like all street clothes. I don't know what I'm saying. Give us Bud! Give us Bud! Draft a Bronny and bring the goat. This is a crazy chat. There's 1,000 people watching this. What the heck? Can we announce that we're re-signing Bol Bol? Like, can that also be included in the press conference? Oh my god. We're waiting. I don't got all day, sucker. Chop chop. What are they doing? What are they doing? This is like a typical NBA game. It's gonna start at 7 p.m. But then it actually starts at 8 p.m. Where is this guy? Okay, so I'm gonna admit I have not seen the other live stream. I've not seen uh the kind of like end of season press conference that they did a while back. Um but from what I heard, it didn't clear anything up and it was jumbled as heck. So hopefully they're not all like scrambling in the background and like what are we gonna do? Because if there's two disaster press conferences, this is gonna be an interesting year. Dude, there's more people flooding in. Where are they coming from? Dude, they keep leaking out of this corner, man. But there's like all the seats are full. Oops. There's all these seats are full. Where are they sitting? Yeah! Ow! I love basketball. Oh, 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 oh. James, 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 James. This is so scuffed. Yeah! He said it! That's him! Oh, this is great. This is great. What? Oh, yeah. Di- nice. Speech, 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 speech. Why did it get so quiet? Today is a good day. There's no captions. I'm sorry, guys. That's awkward bringing up the championship. Just checking stuff. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sorry. Big. Okay. Ugh, my arms, it's getting tired. I also realize you guys can't hear this, but just imagine or either seek up the audio. Okay? I don't know if I could play the audio. I haven't acknowledged that until now. Oh, my arm's getting tired. Ish, 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 ish. Yeah, sure. I just realized how awkward this might be if he mentions the championship word. He mentioned the roster. LeBron to the Suns confirmed. I bet he can't mention specific players' names because he's not sure himself that they're gonna make it over the summer. Oh snap! All right, question time. Cupcake question. Get out of here, Gerald. Not asking the right questions. Oh, how was it? How is it getting this job? How's it been in Phoenix? No. The question should be how is LeBron going to be on this roster next year? I don't know where to hold this. Cool. Thanks. Cool question. Good question. How much say does coach have in rosters? Of having LeBron on this team? Cool. Cool. He just said that he's happy to have a seat at the table. Cool. Um, ask for a point guard, maybe. All jokes. This is all jokes. Wait, what? Cool. Summary is just I'm happy to work with the Suns. Yeah. Okay, basically, he's just asking how would it feel to bring the Suns their first ever NBA championship. Dude, shout out to that guy who was in the crowd that cheered. Sure. Oh, have you talked to the big three? Must have been awkward talking to Grayson Allen again. Cool. Yeah, we talked to them. Kept it respectful. I mean, I want to get into like get the juicy questions. I know we're not going to get that, but be pretty interesting if he just dropped a bomb. Dang. Didn't know Mike was such a family man. Phoenix is nice. What does a superstar relationship look like? Interesting. That was interesting. Gonna hold the stars accountable. Build relationships with them. Yeah, I think he handled that pretty well. It's what you'd expect from a coach. Okay. I don't know how well you're gonna hear this, but I'm gonna turn on the audio. Hopefully, you guys could hear this. I should have just done this long ago. Stream still fine. Cool. Brings up a lot of good points. Yeah. Dang. Hopefully, we can see Damian Lee next season.
I wanted to ask you, when you look at this, the partnership as far as putting the roster together, you've had that
Whoa,
with
whoa, camera.
Monty, you had that obviously with Frank. What things are you looking at to give him as far as a roster to help him have the best chance of winning the championship?
Bring LeBron.
Those conversations will be ongoing, but as Bud said earlier, shooting for us, we need to shoot. We were laughing, me and Bud were talking about my philosophy on the game, his philosophy on the game, and I said, never forget the object of the game of basketball is to put the ball in the basket. And so if we can continue to find guys that can put it in the basket and also train every day to get our guys to be more efficient at it, that makes us a better team. And it flows with his philosophy, which is we want to play fast and we want to press. I think I got it right, right?
Okay.
James Gerald Bourget.
More shooters.
I just wanted to ask, you had mentioned evaluating everything when it comes to the summer.
You
You guys
better be
mentioned
launching,
felt like
man.
Frank did a good job with the circumstances. So in that evaluation process, what was it that ultimately led you to move on from Frank, and what was it that, when you were looking at candidates, made Bud stand out as the next hire? I mean, we needed to improve in a lot of areas. There wasn't one specific area, but I say by and large, it was we just felt the timing to shift was right, and we moved quickly to Bud just because we look at our roster, what our roster needs, he fits it right. I'm a competitive guy, and we talk about this too about that process. Bud must have said compete 95 teams in 2 minutes, but compete at everything. Compete in practice, compete with each other, against each other, compete against your opponent, but more importantly, compete with yourself. And I thought that that was an area of our team where we could be better, because there were bouts where we didn't reach our potential. A lot of that was just the inconsistency and our competitive nature, and so that's something we wanted to rectify, and we're getting it right.
He said the I word. He acknowledged it. I don't know why it's so weird for them to recognize, like it's oh yeah 24. Oh, they got some kind of music. Bulldozer, bulldozer. Okay, that's loud. Okay, yeah, it's just kind of weird. When I hear, oh, well, boys, we have made it to the end. Um, okay, yeah. Uh, from what I can glean from that from that video, really interesting. Um, obviously, obviously, he's Mike Boonhose is trying to put his best foot um forward, and doesn't want to speak too much and can't speak a lot about what's going to be the future of this team, because mostly we don't know the future of this team. But yeah, he spoke mostly on himself. I've never heard him speak before, so I guess that was a good starter. And having his family element with him, really nice guy. I mean, Frank Vogel was a nice guy. They're all nice guys once you take off the head coaching title. Um, just kind of something, just kind of like a rule to go by. You know, kind of hate the stats, love the people. Um, you know, nice guys, but we'll have to see how it goes over the season. Obviously, with Bud, he made a lot of good points that he has to keep the roster. I forget the word, but he has to keep them accountable. He has to help them stay accountable, help them uh, contend against each other is what he used. Um, you know, yeah, I like that. I like that. And then obviously building relationships with your guys. Honestly, just from the from today's press conference about him and his kind of history, I wouldn't be that mad if he stays long term. Like if he's the coach for the next 5 years. Obviously, we're gonna have to wait and see on how this year goes, but first impressions are looking good, and that's kind of what they want to aim for here. Um, but other than that, like they said, still a lot of issues on this team going forward, and not all of those issues was completely Vogel's faults. The roster is very damaged. Not that much crucial defenders, not much rebounders, not much rim protectors, not much, you know, kind of length guys that could jam up plays, scare people plays, you know? And they said they plan to keep going with with getting shooters, people who could put the ball in the baskets, which is which is interesting because that was our roster last year. EG was kind of spotty. He was kind of off and on. Um, Grayson Allen was really good. Nurkic and Drew. Well, we already know our thoughts on those two. Hey, Nurkic has been really good, but so struggle with a hand injury late in the season. Such struggle with easy layups and all that. And Drew Eubanks is Drew Eubanks. So, uh, this is kind of our first postseason content. We'll be back again, I'm sure, once there is huge news in the Sun space. But for now, this is where we leave off. Not much else to say about Mike Budenholzer than he's a nice guy and he's excited to get to work. Um, we have to focus on his season, um, and yeah, I think that's a nice place to leave this off. So we'll see you guys next time. We'll see where the Suns will go and what other kind of changes they made. Uh, all right. I'll see you guys later.